Heilige Kedushas Levi says that if we would know HaKadosh Baruch Hu's infinite love for us, all we would do in this world is be marbek k'vod shamayim. We would be so inspired. We'd have such yiras haroimimus. We'd be overwhelmed by HaKadosh Baruch Hu's eternal love. We all know that the only yahrzeit mentioned in the entire Torah is the yahrzeit of Ahron HaKohen. For everybody else, we have to make calculations. But for Ahron HaKohen, the Torah tells us that he passed away on Rosh Chodesh Av. What's the significance of the fact that Ahron HaKohen passed away on this auspicious day? And even the Torah says that in general, we don't fast on any Rosh Chodesh, except it's possible to fast on Rosh Chodesh Av in commemoration of the yahrzeit of the tzaddik Ahron HaKohen. What was the significance of the fact that he passed away on this day? Ahron HaKohen saw to the inner essence of every single person. The Maharal explains that the letters Hey, Resh, and Nun, which are the final three letters of Ahron HaKohen's name, are all middle letters. From the single digits, 1 to 10, Hey is 5. In the tens column, the Nun is 50, halfway there. And in the Aleph Beis, which only goes to 400s, Resh is 200. So Ahron HaKohen sees to the middle of everything. He sees to its inner essence. And then, as the Shem Mishmol says, he connects it back to that Aleph, to the Alufa Shel Olam, to the Rebbe Nachman. So he sees the godliness that inheres in every single thing. And this is why Ahron HaKohen's derech in Kiruv was Oivim es habriyos umekarven l'Torah. He treated every person with love, even those that were just brios, the Alter Rebbe says, even those that they had no merit whatsoever, except for the fact that they were HaKadosh Baruch Hu's creation. And Ahron HaKohen would speak to them in that way. He would speak to them with dignity and with love, and it would inspire the person, because they would say, wow, if Ahron HaKohen sees me that way, if he sees the godliness inside of me, then I should see the godliness inside of me. And I should treat myself with dignity, and I should treat myself with respect. And then they would turn out to be people who are marbek k'vod shamayim in this world. And that's why everybody in Klal Yisrael mourned the loss of Ahron HaKohen, because they said when he died, without this tzaddik, who's going to remind us that we are godly beings? Who's going to remind even the lowest Jew, the Kal Shebekalim, that they deeply want to be connected to the Eibishter? And with this we can understand why Ahron HaKohen passes away on Rosh Chodesh Av. We all know that in the 9 days, the Churban Abayis is in its most intense moments. But Ahron HaKohen is the tikkun for those moments. The Beis HaMikdash was destroyed because of Sinas Chinam, but Ahron HaKohen, he comes and he rectifies that Sinas Chinam with Avas Chinam. He says, love every single Jew, not for any reason, but because they are beloved by the Rebbe Shalom. And if they're beloved by the Rebbe Shalom, then we should love them. If we love our Father, then we love His children. And in this way, when we love each other, we restore the Beis HaMikdash. The essence of the Beis HaMikdash survives on unity. When we don't have that unity, when we don't have that achdus, the Beis HaMikdash can't exist. Ahron HaKohen reveals the aleph that's inside of every single one of us, and every single thing in this world. And so his death is not accidentally on Rosh Chodesh Av, but it's perfectly planned to be a message as we celebrate the yahrzeit of Ahron HaKohen. It's a message for us. Love every single Jew. See to their inner essence. And of course, was there ever a Jew since Ahron HaKohen who was more Ahron HaKohen-esque than the Heilige Rav Levi Yitzchak, who saw the goodness in every single Jew? The Kedushas Levi wasn't just saying these things, he believed them. And in that way, he inspired them, and he inspires us. So let's take these moments, not only in the 9 days, but every day of the year. Let's take these moments to love each other, to cherish each other, to see the godliness that inheres in every single one of us, and to see the godliness that inheres in ourselves. And if we do that, if we can feel that love that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has, that we are His creations, so then that love will explode inside of us. And every fiber of our being will be dedicated to being marbek k'vod shamayim in this world.